Hey, what's up everybody? Okay, I decided to do a clip on giving an amplifier low voltage. I know a lot of times you see video clips where people are pounding their stereo systems, and you look on those blocks and things that have the voltmeter on them, and it's showing things like 11 volts or 10 volts. And I wanted to do a video explaining that is very dangerous to amplifiers. And almost always when you see someone selling an amplifier, one of the things that they'll tell you everything about the amplifier, and they'll say in there that it's never seen low voltage. And you may wonder, well, who cares if it's ever seen low voltage? I'm going to show you right now why that makes a difference. Okay, so I have these tried and true equations up here. These are actually variations of Ohm's law. This is called the power equation, where power is equal to the voltage times the current. And the exact same equation is power equals the current squared times the resistance. So those are the two equations that we're going to be looking at. Okay, so for our first example, we're going to assume we're dealing with a 1,000 watt amplifier. Okay, and we're going to say that it's at 12 volts. And we're not going to worry about efficiency and all that in this video, because what we're trying to do is understand what the importance of the voltage is at the input. And all of this that we're talking about here is the input voltage. You're putting in some quantity of power into the amp, and it's going to put out some quantity of power. And the difference between those two is the efficiency. Okay, so what is our current going to be in this example? Okay, our current for this one is going to be 83 amps. Okay, so the way an amplifier works is it's going to take your input current or your input power and use it to create power at the output. Okay, and inside of the amplifier you have what is called transistors. If you look at some of my other videos, you'll actually see transistors. But for a MOSFET, they work like this. This is kind of an example of how a MOSFET works. Okay, assume you have right here a bucket of water. Alright, and right here, and this bucket of water comes down to a nozzle like that. And right here, you have a valve. Okay, and as you turn this valve, as you turn this knob right here, this valve opens and closes, and it'll let water come out right here. Okay, this is the exact way a MOSFET works. The water up here is called the source. The valve right here is called the gate. And this right here is called the drain. So if you turn this valve just a little bit, a whole lot of water comes out. And that's the way an amplifier works. If you apply a little bit of current at the gate, a whole lot of current will come out the drain. Because up here, the power section of your amp has created all of this body of power up here. So your power section of the amp is creating the source. Your gate is what controls how the signal is amplified, and then your drain is the actual output signal. And what controls this gate is the actual input signal. So you have music coming in, and it looks like a wave like that. Well, that is actually what's turning this knob back and forth, the music. So bass note turns up and down, basically like that. So that's a real simplified view of how an amplifier works. I mean, real simplified view.